Hi YouTube, it's your girl Ash, and today I am back with another video. As you can tell by the title, this is my Tome Topple Readathon Wrap Up. If you would like to see my TBR, I will link it in the cards and in the description box down below. But this readathon is my first time actively participating in one, and I had a lot of things to do on my channel wise and personally, so I did not get to read a lot, but I did manage to finish one book, and that is New Moon by Stephanie Myers. I started out with Game of Thrones by George R. R. Martin, book one in his Song of Fire and Ice series. And it started off so amazing. That is still hands down the best prologue that I have ever read. But I'm somebody, which I think is important for you to understand and know yourself as a reader. I am someone who doesn't do well with more than, I would say, tops, like more than four. I don't really do well with more than four perspectives. I get lost in stories. There's always one story that's more interesting than everybody else's that I just want to flip through all of their chapters just to get their story. And the thing was is that I could see, and I was getting to the point where George was giving so many perspectives, I was already getting lost at the beginning. So I set that book down about 4 days in, and I picked up New Moon, and I flew through. In the beginning, I think it was 8 o'clock at night when I started, and I read to almost 200 pages. Yes, I read to like 200 pages that first night. I would, so like about that much, which you probably can't see my light washing it out, but I read about that much the first night, and I was so surprised. Twilight sucked for me. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry if it's your favorite book or if you liked it, but it sucked for me, and it took my desire to read these books down tremendously. But I so loved New Moon. I gave it 4 out of 5. I couldn't give it 5. There is a lot of problematic material in here. Problematic to me. I don't know about like in general in the booktube community, but for me it was a lot of problematic stuff. I hate Bella. She's one of my most hated protagonists in the book of all time. She's a user. She used Jacob. She treated him like trash, and then she tried to play the victim card when he no longer wanted to talk to her. Edward left her for 7 months. He did not care a thing about her. He left her for 7 months. And then she finds out he's dying or he's trying to get himself killed. And she runs off and just takes him back after him, mistreating her for 7 months, and just dumps Jacob by the wayside like Jacob was trash. And I noticed that I think I like this book a lot more because I don't like Edward, which is surprising me because I love him in the movies, but I hate him in the books. And I think that's why this book was so amazing to me, because he was gone and Jacob got the time to shine, because Jacob was a really good friend to Bella, and he respected the fact that there was going to be nothing between them, even though you could tell it pained him so much, that Bella, did not have the same affection for him that he did for her. The book in the beginning, loved it. The middle, it kind of lagged, but it was still good. And the end, of course, is where all the action picked up, because really not a lot happens in this book until towards the end to get you ready for Eclipse. And I think that that is it for my rambling review. Not really not really a review, excuse me. I'm super excited and getting tongue tied, but my thoughts on New Moon by Stephanie Myers. I'm glad to have gotten it out of the way. I think I might save my other two for the next rounds of Tome Topple because Tome Topple gave me the push that I needed to pick up this book. I never would have picked up this book right now had it not been for Tome Topple. And I'm so ready for the next round. Hopefully I catch the video now that I'm aware of it because I didn't even know this was a thing that happened on BookTube. Tome Topple is ran by Sam at Thoughts on Tomes. And if you go to my TBR video, her link to her announcement and ultimately her channel is in the description down below. So that is my wrap up for Tome Topple. It wasn't really what I wanted. I was hoping to at least get two, but things happen and I still have a channel to run, so I really couldn't read much. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel inclined to do so, please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, please hit that bell button so you'll be notified when your girl uploads new content. Please follow me on all of my social medias. They are all linked in the description down below. And as always, until we meet again,